Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Destiny from Desphixs and welcome back to another video in the e-commerce projects using Django. In this one, we'll get started working with the login view. That is what we'll be doing. Hopefully you will enjoy the video and learn something new. Consider checking out some of the links in the description below and also subscribing to the channel and dropping a like on the video, as that will really mean a lot to me. So without any further ado, let's get started. The very first thing I will do will be to open up my code editor, and just down here, we'll start off by creating the next function, which will be for the login. So this one is going to be called login_view. And over here, I will pass in requests. Oops, that should be a request like that. And we simply want to check for this same thing over here. Now you could go ahead and take that, put it down here, and that's going to show you are already logged in. But if for some reason the user is not logged in, let's check if the requests.method is equal to post. And if it's equal to post, let's grab whatever they must have types into the login form by saying user auth form.login form. And remember how we did that in the previous video. It's just by saying request.post or none. Now the next thing is going to be to check if form.is_valid. Then what do we want to do? Go ahead and grab the email, password, and captcha verified from the form. So I'm going to say email should be equal to form.cleaned_data. If you don't want to use .get, you could still go ahead and just grab it this way. Now I'm doing this so that you guys actually see different ways that you could do different things. If you don't want to grab the value like this, you could use .get. If you don't want to do it with .get, you could do it this way. Everything is still going to work well. Now, secondly, I want to grab the password. And finally, I want to grab the captcha_verified. So this will only be given to me back if the captcha was filled. If it's not filled, if the captcha was not submitted and checked, I want to return false. But for this one, I would actually want to use .get because I want to add false. So I'm going to say captcha, and over here, pass in false. Oops, that should be false like that. All good. So now you just want to check, hey, if captcha is verified, all good. Go ahead and log the user in. Now in a try excepts block, so in here, in the try block, what we want to say is user instance should be equal to the user auth models dot user dot objects dot get. We want to get a user by email should be equal to email, and only if that user is active, that is only where we want to get the user. So if for any reason you banned this user from accessing your site and the user wants to maliciously log in again, we check, hey, if this user is active, that's only when we want to grab that user. So let's go ahead and authenticate this user by creating a new variable called user_authenticate. And over here, we will basically call the authenticate function and pass in requests, also pass in email should be email, and also password should be password. Very good. Now you want to check if user instance is not none, which means a user actually exists. What do we want to do? Go ahead and log in the user, pass in requests, and also pass in the user authenticate. Very good. Now, it only makes sense to show them a message, a success message that reads something like, you are logged in. Good. So after this, now let's go ahead and also form the next URL, just like we did over here, and return them back to it. So over here, we do the same thing. Please make sure to indent this. And after you have done that, that is everything that we want to do. Let's go ahead and write the else for this. So else should be messages.error. And what error do we want to show? Requests. And you could show user name or password does not exist. And in the except block, you can also show another error or user does not exist. User does not exist. Good. In the if captcha verified, you could also show another error that reads captcha verification failed. Please try again. Captcha verification failed. Please try again. Let me remove this so you can see. Captcha verification failed. Please try again. All good. So that is everything. If request.method is not a post method, what do we want to do? Else form should be equal to user auth forms dot login form. Then don't grab anything from the form. Okay, just leave the form blank. Good. This is everything that I want. So now we could go ahead and grab this, okay, and just put it down here. Whoops, what did I do? Put it down here. Good. So this one is going to be called sign in HTML, and all you just want to do is take the sign in HTML and create a new file for it in the, let's look for it in the user auth. So create a new sign in HTML there, and we should be good to go. So another thing that we want to do is copy everything from the sign in HTML. Oops, seems like I don't have anything. It should be this one. So copy everything here and put it in our own blank sign in HTML, and do yourself some good by collapsing this. And all you just want to do is take the extents, this and this, and put it here. I believe we are beginning to repeat ourselves on this, so you should be getting a hang of how this works by now, right? Put it down there. Very good. So now we'll go ahead and create a new URL for this one. Add a comma there. This should be login view, and this should be sign in. Same thing goes for this one too, sign in. Perfect. So when you have done this, let's also go ahead and create the logout function. So I'll say define logout view, because I don't want to split this video into another section for the logout since it's very little. So what I want to check is this. Now, this is something nice that I recommend you do, because the normal behavior of a logout function is to flush all the cookie or the session and everything that's stored in the Django storage. So what I want to check is this. If cat.id exists in the request session, I want to take cat.id and store it in a variable. And as soon as a user logs out, I will go ahead and set that cat ID back to session in a very sleek manner. Let me show you guys. So if cat_id in request.session, then let's create a new variable, cat ID, and we want to store that cat ID. So say request.session, and then we store cat ID. But if cat ID does not exist, just say cat ID should be equal to none. So now what we just need to do is go ahead and log out a user. So say logout, then pass in requests, which means it will log out everything that a user has over there. And please make sure to import logout here. Good. Now, after a user logs in, let's set back that session back. Let's set that session back for them without them even knowing. So say request.session, and then we call a new key called cat ID, and we want to set that cat ID back to the session, which means even after they log out or log in, log out and log in, their cat still remains as it is. We're not going to flush their cards. We're not going to remove their cards. We will still be able to identify which user owns which cards. Okay. And it only makes sense that we also show them a message. And then we could say something like, you have been logged out. Very good. And then let's also go ahead and redirect them back to the user auth sign in page. All right, that is everything I want. Create a URL for it. So this one should be, oops, what am I doing? This one should be logout view. And this over here should be sign out. This over here too should be sign out. I'm waiting for my server to reload, so as soon as I hit the last sign out, it reloads by itself without actually stopping it from syncing together. I don't know if that makes sense. So after you have done this, that's everything we want. You can open up the sign-in HTML. I think I actually did the wrong thing. This should be here. The auth should not have this. The auth is the raw template for you guys, so you shouldn't have that. So after you have done this, let's go ahead, open up the page again. And based on the fact that we are logged in, now you can come over to user/sign out to log out. It's not supposed to show any page. See, sign in. There is no sign out. So let's make sure to, okay, it was added here, which means it's a server related issue. Please reload your server to fix this. There you go. Our server is running again. Now refresh this page. See, you have been logged out. Very good. Now the logout is working. Let's test out the login and see how it works. So it's actually quite simple. All you need to do is get back to the sign in page, and you want to collapse this one. And over here where we have the placeholder for this, you just want to say form.email, and same thing is going to go for form.password, and same thing is going to go for form.captcha, and button is type submit. Good. Make sure to add a CSRF token here, and we should be good to go. So now let's try this out again. Reload this page, and there you go. We have email coming in, password isn't coming in, only captcha is. So please, this issue should be from the forms PY. For the login form, it's called password 1 instead of just password. So please change that back to password. So after you have done all this for the sign in HTML, we reload our page. And if you get back here, this is what we have. Now, if you fill this in and select the captcha and hit login, see, user does not exist. But let's log in with the user that actually exists, which is Destiny. And we log in. Boom, you are logged in. Very good. Now, the last thing is to change up these two annoying buttons up there that doesn't detect if a user is logged in or not. So all you want to do is open up the base HTML and look for the button that says sign in and sign up, which is this one. I will close this up. And what you want to do over here is just write a simple conditional statement that check if request.user.is authenticated, then I want to show one button that is going to say logout, and this should go to the user auth/sign out page. And what you should say is sign out, and its icon shouldn't be here. You should be at the back here. So what you can then do is go ahead and say MS1. Good. But what if a user is not logged in? Else, I will take this and put it down here. Good. So what I'm going to do is then copy this two over here, and replace it with this and this. So one is going to be sign in, another one is going to be sign up. So this one is going to be sign in, this one is going to be sign up. All right, this should work now. Let's see. There you go, sign out. So now you click on this, it signs us out, and you can see sign in and sign up. Clicking on the sign up takes you to the sign up page. Clicking on the sign in takes you to the sign in page, where you can then go ahead and sign in with whatever account you have created. That's it for authentication, looking pretty good. In the future, we will continue working with other authentications like the password resets, but that is when we'll start working with the customer dashboard, and you guys will see how that works. That is basically it. Check out some of the links in the description below. I've got a couple of Django courses there that should help you become a better Django developer. Also, Desphixs will be launching very soon. Hop over to desphixs.io, drop your email, and you'll be the first in line to know when we launch to start using the application. That is going to be it. I hope to see you in the next video, and until then, mad love, peace out.